What's up everyone? It is video time. So I made a video about anime that I'm excited to see releasing this year, and it was really fun to do, so I decided to go ahead and run that one back with a little bit of a twist this time. While this year has its share of great looking shows, I want to take a look at some novels that are truly deserving of anime adaptations, as well as some anime that we have sadly not gotten a continuation on. We're at this stage of never say never, it seems, and if the Burger Demon can get new seasons, I think just about anything is possible at this point. So I've got two rules to follow in this video, and they're very simple. First off, the content must exist. So what that means is that there has to be enough content out to sustain a full season of anime, if not an OVA or some kind of film adaptation. Secondly, it cannot be announced. It would defeat the whole purpose of the video if there was already a hint of the season coming out, or something or other was greenlit. It just doesn't make sense to me otherwise. Now, as much as I would love to be editing this video in the future, come to find out that one of these shows are actually going to exist and gets officially announced, awesome. It's more work for me, but it's the best case scenario, truly, so I'm actually going to try to push this video out soon, but I'll try to step up on the editing and make sure I get this video out within a timely manner to avoid such an awesome catastrophe.
That's a lie.
It is a lie.
The first anime we're going to be talking about is Imotosai Irebai, also known as A Sister Is All You Need. When I think slice of life anime, my mind typically goes to a high school setting. At the time, this was the norm for a lot of the anime that I watched, and it doesn't really seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. Coming-of-age stories, often with comedy, romance, and drama added into them, were all over the place at the time, and being at a similar age as some of the characters in these shows, I ate this stuff up. It was rather refreshing to see a similar type of show follow the lives of young adults. And I've seen tons of anime move forward from the school setting and into the working world since then. When I watched Imotosai for the first time, it was a familiar yet different experience, and I truly enjoyed every minute of it. It follows a fantastic cast of characters, mostly authors and publishers in the light novel industry, as they deal with things like meeting deadlines, paying taxes, pursuing their dreams, and of course, falling in love. I won't say too much as that'll spoil future content, but I'll easily say that they have an entire season's worth of content, if not two left, to finish out a story that will play on your emotions and truly keep you engaged. If you've watched the show and you haven't given the light novels a read yet, I highly recommend that you should. The anime ends right where things get really good in the novels. From start to finish, the entire series is already available here in the US, so there really is no reason why you can't continue this story and complete it to its end. It's right there ready to go. It's a real shame that the story hasn't been animated any further. With some of the best character development and hilariously appropriate use of fan service, Season 1 had me hooked. If you like slice-of-life romantic comedy series or just want to learn what it's like to be a light novel author in Japan, you may enjoy this series. Next up, The Isolator. So picture this, My Hero Academia meets Parasite, but super dark, and written by the author of Sword Art Online and Excel World. If that excites you, then allow me to present Reki Kawahara's The Isolator. Unlike Imotosai, this novel series has yet to get an anime adaptation. I've currently read all 5 books released in the series, and let me tell you, these are serious page-turners. The story follows Minoru, who, after a tragic incident when he was a child, was adopted by a young woman named Nori, who is more like a caring older sister figure, and needless to say, he has been greatly affected by his past trauma. Fast forward to when Minoru is in high school, and this is where things really start to pop off. A number of alien orbs fall from the sky and embed themselves into select human beings, including our protagonist. There are 2 kinds of these orbs, black and red. The black orbs being referred to as jet eyes, and the red ones being referred to as rubies. Minoru has a jet eye lodged in him, which gives him the ability to form a protective shell around himself, isolating him from touch and sound. Much like a suit of armor or an energy shield, but completely silent on the inside. After a series of incidents and awesomely detailed fight scenes, Minoru is asked to join the SDF's Jet Eye Task Force, which includes the lightning-fast accelerator, the all-knowing professor, and the light-refracting divider, to name a few. It is revealed that the ruby eyes have also lodged themselves inside of humans similar to the jets, though rubies tend to release a murderous intent in their hosts and a compulsion to kill. The jet eyes are tasked with using their abilities to stop these murder sprees and attempt to extract the ruby eyes from their human hosts, capturing or destroying them in the process. Minoru's past trauma has made it so that he does not want to get anyone involved with his own life, including his foster caregiver Nori, and initially he refuses to join the SDF, though after a series of further events, Minoru eventually agrees to join them under the condition that the leader of the Jet Eye Task Force uses his own jet ability to erase the memories of every last person Minoru has met and have them forget he even exists, further isolating himself from the world around him. The series is filled with action, drama, lots of death, as well as some super intense fight scenes. The backstories for the Ruby and Jet Eyes are really cool, and there are so many unanswered questions even to this day in the books. And that would explain why we don't have an anime adaptation just yet. There is no ending. Currently the book series is on volume 5, and last I checked, we have a long way to go before I believe we are going to see book 6. What can I say? Kawahara's busy. Look at the success of Sword Art Online. The dude's got multiple anime projects, so it makes sense that he hasn't actually written what we need just yet. But I feel like maybe with the next book or, where things are actually heading in the series right now, we might be heading to a conclusion or at least a nice stopping point for the series. My only hope is that we actually get the sequels to these books one day, as well as hopefully finally getting an anime adaptation for them. It wouldn't be the first time a light novel series doesn't get to play out to completion, and that's gotta really suck for the fans, as well as the author in most cases. Next up is a longtime favorite of mine. This show was one of my most rewatched anime, and that says a lot about it. I want to talk about D-Frag. This king of manzai comedy cranks the unpredictability up to 1,000, and that first watch is simply magical because you have no idea what they're gonna throw at you next. This show is one of the funniest school life comedies that I've seen since School Rumble back in the day, and its bright and colorful visuals and cast are sure to blow you away. I also want to highlight the dub of this anime in particular. The writing, the delivery. It reminds me of the days when anime dubs weren't so... not touching on that topic just yet. Plenty of pop culture references are strewn about, from dozens of different anime to classic video games like Ghosts and Goblins, and even Sean Connery Sensei. You heard that right. Sean Connery Sensei. And this is easily one of the best comedy anime in existence. It's a shame that the anime only got one season, as the manga is still ongoing to this day, though no longer serialized, and releases a new full volume every year. There's easily a few more seasons worth of content here, and I really hope we get to continue, because the next few arcs are absolutely crazy. So this one might be cheating a little bit, but this is neither manga nor light novel. It also does not have enough content for an entire season, so this is one of those scenarios where it would make a really good movie. I'm talking about one of my favorite visual novels to date, multiple recommendations from friend after friend. When I finally played this game, I understood entirely what they meant. It certainly was one of the most intense visual novels I've ever played. I'm talking about Saya no Uta. First off, I just want to say this is one of the most intense visual novels I've ever read. I read through it entirely in one sitting. You can do the same. The game can be beaten in like 2.5, 3 hours. It really just depends how fast you read, but it is really freaking good. The game even warns you about the insane amount of gore and just grotesque, horrifying imagery that is within this thing. Like, I don't even want to show images of it. It's that fucking nuts. That there are even censored versions of this game that you can play, though I don't know why you would. Any game that offers to censor itself is probably already going to be pretty fucking graphic, but the whole thing being a psychological, horror, just really fucked up game, it ties all into it. That's the reason why I could beat it in just one playthrough. It's fantastic. There's only a couple endings, and I got the true ending right out the gate. If you know your anime or your visual novels, and you can kind of tell where the story's gonna go, you'll easily know which choices to make to get that true ending, and I will say, what a fucking ending. Do yourself a favor. If you can't stand the imagery, at the very least, try to play through it censored, but it's fucking great. For an extra layer of why the fuck would I ever do that, you can even play the adults version with a lot more, scenes. I played through the Steam version myself, and I didn't patch in any of that content, and honestly, kinda glad that I didn't. From what I've heard, it's really rough, and you just gotta have the stomach for it. It's really fucked up. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, push all the YouTube buttons, and I'll see you next time.